Scissors.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Geek First Podcast. Not sure what episode this is because we are recording this early and it's going to be heading all over to Patreon. So at some point, you can get that early or on the live feed. I am the Pattison #1 fan, Trust now.
Did you say the Pattison?
Pattison.
Okay.
That's what we're calling him.
I'll
Pattison.
allow it.
Like Tom Pattison or whatever his name is.
Robert
But since he's
Pattison.
playing Batman, there's a B.
Yeah, it's like
Is it Isin or Urson?
Urson.
Urson?
I'm Urson.
Robert Patterson. I thought it was Patterson.
But that's not,
Patterson.
that's not Pat Urson.
Patterson.
Pattison.
Hello,
Pattison.
I'm Patterson.
It's son of Patty. Come on.
I am the Adam Hart caster. Dylan Muzz.
Oh, I almost got you there.
Who are you?
I am the Freeze Field, Taylor Field.
Oh, yeah. We're not casting
Oh,
him.
yeah.
Maybe one day.
I
One
am
day.
simply your friendly neighborhood caster, Kirkland Patzer.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you've tuned this before, we've done one for Fantastic Four and X-Men. We did one for Spider-Man. Now we're doing one for Batman. This is a Batman fantasy fan cast draft. This is in honor of Matt Reeves The Batman. He has casted his Batman. That movie is coming out in 2 years from now. They're looking for films and whatnot. We have some rumors of some people that are. We added a couple characters here and there, but we have a list of most of the villains that are rumored. We are casting Robin. That's one of them. Matt Hatter, me, and Dylan will shout out. Taylor and Kirkland didn't do because they have no experience with the character, which is fair. Because
Neither do I.
I thought you were going to.
But I put in the extracurricular work, boys.
So these are the characters we are casting. We are casting Alfred, Robin, James Gordon, Jim Gordon, the
James.
Riddler, Catwoman, Penguin, Two-Face, Mad Hatter, and Ivy. So all those other ones are rumored. We're not casting Mad Hatter, my mistake. Ivy we threw in there. You know, some more girl power. All we had was Catwoman. But first I want to go around the room just because you guys hadn't talked about, I know Dylan was on that cast, but I just wanted more get Taylor's reaction of, you know, you were a big hater months ago of Robert Pattison, but now it's officially happened. How do you feel about this? And how do you feel about Matt Reeves' rumor he has the guy, Michael Giacchino, who composed Apes and Spider-Man. He's coming in supposedly that same production team as Apes. So how you feeling about this Batman and these villains rumor and whatnot?
Like all DC movies, you know, I'll give it a worthwhile first watch. You know, I'm not gonna just throw it out the window. But at the end of the day, like, I'm not super sold, you know, for him as Batman. But like I said, I'll watch the movie and
You love the Apes movies.
I do love Apes movies, and you know, if there's anything to go by that, you know, Michael definitely, you know, he understands, you know, good movie quality content and good story. So
except for
Did
Spider-Man.
you say Michael?
Michael, yeah, first name basis.
Who's Michael?
Michael
Giacchino?
Yeah, I
No.
can't say his last name very well. That's
And
why he
what-
says
and
just
what's
call
he
me
doing on
Michael.
this film?
On his films?
Yeah. Well, no, what's he doing?
What's he doing?
Yeah.
The new Batman.
I know, but what's his job?
What's his job?
Yeah.
he hasn't told me yet. So that's
Mm.
classified.
I
You know
thought
he's
you were
the-
mixing up Matt
Yeah.
Reeves
yeah.
with Michael, and that's
Matt
why I was a little
Reeves.
Michael
confused.
Giacchino's the composer.
Yes, yes.
I don't know if he knew that or not.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Confusion Town.
But yeah, I'm excited. I know lots of people go, oh, there's lots of villains, but I don't think the villains are going to be, I don't think it's going to be Batman versus all 6 of these people. I think it's going to be a lot of, like, minor villains, a lot of minor roles here and there, so.
You're a minor role.
Oh,
Whoa.
shit.
I couldn't
You know what?
resist.
That was incredibly
Oh,
uncalled
no.
for. Getting muted. Take that.
So we are going to do, if you don't know how this works, we're going to go around the room. Someone will, once we do Odd Man Out, the winner of that will pick a character. They'll pick their actor. Once that actor, and it can be any actor, actress in the world, but once that actor, actress is picked, in this game, they are taken off the table. Much like our other drafts, I will make a collage, and then on Facebook, I'm going to post it there. You're going to see all our rosters, and you can pick and decide what you think is the best one, and that will be the winner for Pride for us. But other than that, we're just having some fun here. Batman's coming up. It's a big deal. First one at DCU.
Okay,
new trilogy.
2 years. I would not say coming up.
But
Coming up is
She's coming up.
insinuates
Next
that it's
week.
like
But we're going to get
coming
lots
up.
of casting. The fact that there's going to be 6 villains, all this casting going on. And I didn't include Firefly, who I know is rumored. He's a guy who just flies around and
Fuck
shoots
is
stuff on fire.
Firefly?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's do it right now. I have one. I have a pick.
Chris Evans.
Chris
Me?
Evans.
Oh.
Oh, God. So we're going
That's my
to do
pick.
Odd Man Out. So sorry, audio listeners, there won't be anything for you. But
I
I
can't.
feel like I
commentate
didn't
too fast.
say it right last time we did this. Like, do you
Are we
say
on
odd
go
man out, or do I say
it's
1, 2,
Odd
3
Man Out, right?
On 3 or 4.
on
You're on out.
4, go?
Out is on 4, right? Or is 3?
Odd Man Out. That's 3.
1, 2, 3, go.
Odd Man Out is where 4
Let's
would
just say
be.
odd man out.
Right?
1, 2, 3, shoot.
Okay. Oh, here we go.
On 3 or 4.
Oh, I'm so confused.
Apparently it's 4 because 4 is out.
Okay, on 4.
I'm switching to
No.
left hand.
Someone else does the numbers though.
One,
man.
two.
out.
See, this is why you should
Why'd you
just
throw a
listen to me.
rock? That's not part of
You
this.
should just listen to me. We're doing on out. You reveal whatever sticker you have.
Okay.
Always stick it.
Odd man out. Yes. Fuck you guys.
I was gonna go one, but I
karma.
felt
Hey, I'm
bad that
happy
you didn't
with
get
it.
a
I'm
pick
just saying
last
it's
time.
not
Happy.
balanced.
No, because Spider-Man, I didn't even get one pick, and then like,
You
other
didn't
than
get one
Kirkland-
pick. You
Kirkland,
only
no,
got
I
one
did,
pick.
but like Kirkland supported me, but then like, oh, I don't know, that shouldn't count. So that shows there is karma in the world.
It should be stated that this is just for fun. There's no
Nope.
points or anything.
Not
so
for me.
there's
Not
no
for
one
me.
should be getting mad at other people.
No.
For example.
It's all. I'm always about
What
winning.
character are we doing? Travis.
I'm looking to see.
I'm so nervous.
Now, do I pick a character I have one of, or do I pick a character who I think I could snag
Always
someone
one.
from?
Snag.
Always one.
Oh. I don't know if I like that
You know what?
noise.
I'm gonna go with the girl who captured my heart for the very first time.
Hey,
I'm
let's
going
go.
Catwoman.
Let's go.
Catwoman, just to give you some preference. I've told the story many times, but she's the reason I like girls. I didn't like girls until I saw Michelle Pfeiffer in that leather costume whipping that whip, and just I was like, oh,
Whipping
I
that whip.
like that now. So, and I don't know if anyone can ever replace Michelle Pfeiffer. But I have lots of picks for Catwoman, but I'm going with the one I like the most. I talk about her a lot, so I'm sorry, hardcore fans. It is a repeat. It's kind of like Javier Bardem and Spider-Man. I'm picking Mackenzie Davis because I just love her. And I tried to think of
Fuck
someone.
you.
Yeah. I tried to think of someone good chemistry with Robert Pattison. And if you think about what she did in Blade Runner with Ryan Gosling, kind of a weird relationship. Batman and Catwoman's a weird relationship. Batman's all about the law. He's all about putting people in prison. But there's this woman he, kind of likes and maybe lets her off on the side a little bit and get away with some stuff. So I'm going Mackenzie Davis as Catwoman. I think that would be phenomenal. You need Catwoman. You need someone that's strong, but you also need someone that's maybe sometimes a little out there. So that is my pick. And we didn't do. I did reveal. We didn't do Joker Harley Quinn because we got Joaquin Phoenix running around and Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
She's Margot Robbie still. So that's why if you're wondering why those big ones aren't there, they're kind of. I don't
Trying to do
think
some new blood.
I don't think Matt Reeves, and they're not rumored for the movie either, so I don't think he has any intention right now. But I bet you in that third one, you're going to get another Joker.
Fair enough.
Not Jared Leto.
So I'm gonna preface mine by saying that I'm not really a big Batman guy.
Yes.
I don't know a lot of these characters too well.
You love Batman 66.
Yeah, it's a fun movie.
And
Yeah,
you love Lego Batman.
yeah, he's a cool. He's good.
Great character.
But yeah, I don't really care for Batman all that much, and therefore all these people either. So
Wow.
I'm just throwing some shade in there with my picks.
He's just mad because Batman, first ever superhero to get a star in the Walk of Fame, just announced. Look at that.
I really don't care about the
Look
Walk
at
of
that.
Fame. I'm gonna
No.
be honest with you.
Trump has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Oh no,
he's also
Taylor.
the president. You know,
Jack Black
we're gonna
has
be there
a-
one day.
has a star.
Dylan won't.
I kind of
Wow.
have three. I actually have four possible picks for this one. And in my head, I'm gonna cut it down between two people.
Uh-oh. Flip
We'll
a
do
coin.
honorable mentions at the end.
One of them, I don't think any of you would ever pick, but the
Uh-oh.
other one, I think you guys might
It's a
pick.
challenge.
So my question here to myself is, do I want to maybe throw some shade at you guys, or do I
Oh.
want to pick with my
Throw
heart?
it.
Let's throw down. Let's do it.
I mean, there's only one other potential female character, so it's not like it's really taking too much
Just
away.
fucking curb that shade.
I'm gonna curve that shade directly at your direction. I'm gonna go with Anna Kendrick,
Ooh.
who's got the look, she's got the pizzazz, she's got the gymnastic skills,
Panache
as
as well.
Athletic.
Mr. Kirkland might say.
Mr. Kirkland.
I really like Anna Kendrick. I think she's pretty cool. I don't know too much about Catwoman, so I don't know. I think she's a good pick, but from my experience at least.
Very, very good. Very good.
Is Nick Cage on this list?
No.
Okay.
I kept it separate.
Nice.
Separate.
He-
So
he almost played Scarecrow at some point in his career.
I would have fucking loved that. That needed to happen. Holy shit.
You can blame Batman and Robin.
That needed to happen. It did not.
That
I
was
hate
the
to
next
break it to
movie,
you.
and Madonna was going to play Harley Quinn
I
with the Joker's
want-
daughter.
I
Madonna.
want that next movie. I wish
It's
in
not
some,
happening
in
with
some
George Clooney.
in some alternate universe it exists. I need to find that multiverse and go see it.
Rubber lips.
But yeah, so my pick for Catwoman, I mean, to me, it's just there's only one choice. There's no one else that could do this role.
Oh, this is.
And that is I have a huge, lady crush on this actress.
Wow.
Oh,
Let's go.
No, is she like in her 40s?
She's not in her 30s, I'll tell you that much.
I know.
100%
Lay it on me.
Kate Beckinsale.
I knew
it.
I knew it.
I fucking love this actress. She's great. I love her in anything she's in, and I think you got to be quick and on your toes, as Catwoman, and She's spry. When you watch her in
She's super spry.
all these underworld movies, she's fucking spry.
She can bend.
That's fair enough because it's not the age thing. I just knew you were going to keep that because I did consider casting an older actress because it's always the reverse. Batman's always like older and she's younger, so that's fun. I just knew you were going to pick Kate though. You just
Pure
It's
fantasy.
a trend. It's a trend.
Yeah,
Pure
yeah.
fantasy. Alrighty. This one was kind of tough. One of my picks is actually already in like a DC thing or like rumored to be in a DC
The
thing.
classic
You could probably
Kirkland
figure out
strategy.
who it is, but I'm not gonna pick that one. I'm gonna switch it up for this cast.
Paul Bettany.
I don't know who you're talking about actually.
I wasn't pointing at you. I was pointing at Travis.
Oh, fuck
No
you.
offense or anything, but I feel like you wouldn't know.
Yeah, not as smart.
Wow.
as
I don't know much
yeah.
when it comes to DC. I still haven't seen Shazam. so.
This one's so tough,
I know,
but
the bias.
I really want to go
He's
for
like
the
the
It came out
Emperor.
when I was in Nepal.
He's like
Fuck
the
off.
emperor. You can just feel it. DC.
I'll see it someday when it's on the streaming service.
He just shoots lightning bolts.
Sorry,
at
when I got
the
back from
movie.
Nepal, I went to go see Endgame instead of Shazam. Shoot me.
Well, most
Jeez
people say
Louise.
Shazam is not as good as Endgame.
still yet
Yeah,
to see
DC
it.
fuckboys, as
Wow.
Taylor would call them.
Yep.
Kirkland, who's
Can
your
I go
Catwoman
now?
pick?
Okay. I'm
Jesus.
going with. Ooh, I
Snapping
might
turtle.
regret this, but I'm going to do it anyways. Olga Kurylenko.
The
She's a
hell?
Bond girl, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Did you say a blonde or a Bond?
Bond girl.
Bond girl.
Little
I don't
bit
know who
both.
this girl is.
She
She's from Quantum Solace.
Olga.
I have some fun picks I wanted to do, but for me, I can just picture her more in like a Catwoman outfit. You know,
What's her last name?
Kurylenko. So Kurylenko.
I shouldn't have told him.
Kurylenko.
She's got the look.
Yeah, she does. She's got the slender physique. You
pretty
know,
cute.
she's.
Can you pronounce her middle
Catwoman.
name?
I don't know what her middle name is.
Konstantinivna. Konstantinivna.
Is she related to Craven?
Yeah.
Yeah, she is. Same town in the USSR. But yeah, no, I just like her look. I feel like I don't know what her accent could be because I don't know.
It could be anything. She
Yeah.
doesn't have to be a white person.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, that's my pick.
Nice.
I'm fairly happy with it.
That's a good
Catwoman
pick.
was recasted as a black woman, African American actress in the '66 series after the first one left. Catwoman was played by 3 separate actresses in '66.
What about
In the same
what
universe.
about Halle Berry?
Well, she was,
Halle
yeah,
She's not a
that
black
as
woman.
well. That movie should not exist, but it does.
It's a great movie.
It does.
Dilmas, who are you picking
Okay,
next?
this one for me is a no-brainer actually because I only have one pick for this
That's wrong.
character.
Following the Kirkland strategy, I like it.
What'd you say?
You're going Robin, aren't you?
No, Alfred. I'm going Alfred.
My man.
I think for Alfred, you need someone who can spew some wisdom, someone who is kind of epic in their own way, like in their old wise way. I don't know
I'm getting
Alfred
worried.
that well. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna
You're
go with
selling
Sam Elliott,
Hey,
Sam
that's
Elliott,
a deep Alfred.
who's
Elliot. What?
Sam, that's a deep Alfred, like his
Oh,
voice.
I
Very
thought you meant
Hell
like,
yeah,
I
it
thought you
is.
meant like his title.
Hell
His
yeah,
name
it
is
is.
Elliot Deep Alfred.
You may know him from Star is Born. Also plays the narrator in Big Lebowski, which is my favorite role of
yeah.
his. But I could just see him whipping out that wisdom. I could see him giving some attitude to Bruce Wayne when Bruce Wayne's doing his stupid shit. And I think the deep voice, I love his voice personally.
It's great
so
voice.
It's good.
I don't think that's a rare thing.
I think he was
What's
in like.
that?
People loving his voice.
No, I think that's why he's loved. for his
I
voice.
think so because he was actually like a narrator for like a commercial, kind of like
Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey for like
He was a
Lincoln.
He's
truck-
got that like
Yeah, it was a
Morgan
truck
Freeman
commercial.
effect. Yeah.
He's in
Yeah.
Ghost Rider as well.
Don't.
Is
no.
he? Oh,
yeah.
right.
The Last Rider.
One last ride.
I just
One
brought that
last
up because you
ride.
said I love his voice personally, so I thought you were saying it it's a very rare thing that you.
Maybe hard to believe, but I
Yeah.
really like his voice.
Yeah, I know it's
Like-
weird that I like it. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Good pick.
I don't know. I'm into like really high pitched squealy
He'd
voices.
be a good
but-
GPS voice, you know.
Best year yet.
GPS. What is that? Oh,
Oh no!
Well, Batman, I think you should turn left.
Watch your fucking mouth. Just get Bradley Cooper in there too. You know,
Yeah. Playing his acoustic guitar.
as Rocket.
Taylor Field, the field of fields.
Okay.
So Taylor making an Alfred. This is gonna be wild. I think you're gonna
Okay.
pick.
I was
someone
more
really
excited
old.
for this draft than the Spider-Man draft.
What'd you say?
I was
How
more
dare
excited for
you.
this draft than the Spider-Man draft
How's
because
wrong with you?
I'm really happy with my picks.
I feel like I could guess.
Did you know this cast was happening? Is that why?
Well, I knew
He
this.
didn't
I knew
know.
this was happening.
You didn't know.
but I have 2 picks for Alfred, and I'm really struggling which one I want to go with.
Flip a coin.
Can I guess?
There's 2 pennies on the ground.
I just went with one, somebody that's really popular and
penny.
old.
1 penny.
Is Anthony Hopkins any one of them?
No.
Okay, I thought that
No.
would be a Taylor pick because you love just picking people that were huge in the early 2000s. So we already got that with Kate Beckinsale. So
I'm big on the 2000
is
era.
Gerard Butler in this
Yeah, as
list?
Batman.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. When I was looking at actors from 2000s, I saw Gerard Butler. I was like, "Oh,
Wait,
I
you
need
specifically Googled actors from the 2000s?
I want a real retro
That's how he
Batman.
picks his picks.
So who is your Alfred?
One of 2.
Taylor.
Flipping a coin. Who is it?
oh god,
The coin's still twirling to this very day.
still twirling. I think, at the end of the day, like I put him as first, but I'm not gonna go with him. I'm gonna go with the second pick because I feel like I can see him more as an Alfred. And I get Alfred vibes from him, so I'm gonna go with Hugh Laurie.
Okay, fair enough. Not the
Alright.
not the most crazy pick I thought was gonna come from you.
Yeah, no, I definitely just I like him in House. I like him.
Personally, you're like,
I just always thought he was great. Even Stuart Little, he was good in that.
Oh, Stuart Little. A classic role of his.
fuck
man.
me.
So
Stuart Little. That's a throwback right there.
Yeah,
Like, that's,
deep cut.
we've been doing this for 4 years, and like a lot of movies, like random movies just come up. I don't know if Stuart Little has ever been mentioned in the history of the Geekverse,
No.
so
That's
No.
deeper than
I would-
Sam Elliott's
I would
voice.
expect no one other than Taylor Field to be the one to bring up fucking Stuart Little, the guy whose favorite Pixar movie is
Is
Ratatouille.
Is Michael J. Fox your
Great movie.
Robin?
all right, Kirkland.
Great pick.
Alrighty.
What do you
I'm not even gonna beat around the bush. My pick for Alfred is Liam Cunningham, who played Sir Davos from Game of Thrones.
Oh,
Just
yes.
recently watched that, so I grew to really love that character, and just his voice. I feel like even in the show, he kind of
That's a good
plays
one.
that role of just like like the
A
advisor.
doter, yeah.
Exactly. So I don't know. I'd want him to have that accent too.
Good pick.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Good pick.
I like
really
it.
good
So-
pick.
He doesn't look like a Liam, though, I will say.
He doesn't.
No, I thought you were
He
going to
looks
put
like a
Liam
Sir
Neeson
Davos.
there for a second. I was like, don't do this.
That would be a Taylor pick.
It would be.
Oh yeah,
But he was just in the last Batman movies. I don't think he'd be back. I don't think so.
Jeremy Irons.
What? No, it's
What?
Liam Neeson.
Oh yeah.
Who's Jeremy Irons? And how did you
He
get
played
that?
Alfred in BVS.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He was like the fucking cool Alfred.
Yeah, I meant
Yeah,
like
Robert Downey
proper
Jr.
Batman.
Yeah, he's
guy.
like
Oh,
slinging chicks in
okay.
the back seat.
So I think this is a perfect pick. This is somebody I've wanted for a while, and if you watched our Spider-Man cast, I talk about how I feel he's been wasted over there. I'm picking my boy Mads Mikkelsen. If you just think about someone that could give advice, someone that would come off as a fatherly figure, he's not British, but like whatever, I don't really care. We can change Alfred up. It doesn't have to be British. I just can see him doting on people. I can see him making the little Alfred quips that Alfred always does. Like he always like likes to stick it to Bruce when he's down or make some jokes. So Mads, if you look at him in Hannibal, very light humor, but he does do that at times. And I could just see him being that guy that's trying to help pass and get to the next level. And I just want to see him in more movies and comic book movies. So if he got cast this, I know he would be in there all the time. And I also don't want him just to always have to be a villain. So if he's nice, Alfred Butler, it makes sense. He could be a very important part of life of Bruce. So
I'm down for Mads and absolutely everything. So.
oh yeah,
Absolutely. Hashtag
almost
save Hannibal.
Catwoman.
Almost, yeah.
Catwoman. Taylor, who's
Catman.
So-
I'm super down with him.
Can I now
There is a
pick
Catman.
Robin? Is this okay?
What did you just
Yeah.
call me?
You heard me.
I find it interesting that you're just like, you need to ask Kirkland that
Because
question.
Kirkland was
of
saying
all-
actually
don't go
have
with Robin.
I don't have a pick, but I have a Google page open that I can find an actor.
Check the early 2000s. I highly recommend that.
That's gonna be a little old now.
Hey, there's just crews in the early 2000s forums just like,
Gerard
talking about actors that he loves.
Gerard
I'm ready.
Butler.
I'm ready, Taylor.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go with Robin. And I had a lot of trouble trying to look for that guy in like because you said 10 to 20, right?
That's what I imagine the age of, because Pattison is 33, so I
Yeah.
imagine there has to be like a gap in my
Wait,
flavor of casting.
So it wasn't announced that they're looking for a 10-year-old? You made that up, is what you're saying?
what? No, I think that was in the casting. 'Cause
10?
remember, I sent you. I
A
said
10-year-old,
10 to 20.
yeah. But that could mean 10, though.
It could, yeah.
Which
but
is crazy
That
to
was in
think
those
about.
casting breakdowns.
Yeah.
But Robin has been 10 before. He's a little kid with a stick beating people up.
So
So I start
is-
every RPG.
yeah. Well, he's very much like Link.
Just smashing bushes.
yeah.
What do you got, Taylor Fields?
So this pick, I was worried that it was actually someone that would get taken, and so that's why I wanted to do Robin and get
I'm
him
glad
out
it
there.
didn't.
Hmm?
I'm glad it didn't.
Thank you, Kirkland. So I'm gonna go with Cole Sprouse. I really get vibes
No, I love
of
that
him.
pick. I think it's a good
Big
pick.
hater over there.
Cole
You never
Sprouse from Riverdale.
Yeah.
Actually,
Jughead?
from Sweet
Yeah.
Life of Zack and Cody.
I had him as Harry Osborn in one potential cast that we didn't end up doing.
Oh no, I looked at him and like I like his performance in Riverdale, and I think he could definitely play like a Robin who just his parents were just killed and he's just super fucking pissed at the
Yeah.
world and just getting into
Just
that kind
wreaking
of
havoc in a hotel. Yeah.
wreaking havoc. Yeah, just
Why is he wreaking havoc in a hotel?
Have you?
Have you never seen Sweet
Oh,
Life of
that
Zack
one.
and Cody?
Okay. I thought we were talking about Robin. So I was like, what information were you guys researching? Oh, and this movie's gonna find him in a
And
junky
then on
hotel.
a cruise for
Yeah.
one season after it got
I
canceled.
could just see him really struggling, like, because in Riverdale he goes through the like so many different struggles. I could see him struggling in this, like, to want to like kill and borderline like
Oh.
not kill, and
Jesus.
Robert Pattison just kind of like trying to coax him in and yeah, lure him
Come
in.
into the
and
boy.
Everyone, watch Good Time. Talking about Coax in. I'm telling you.
just
need
wants
watch
to
Good
like
Time.
what's the word?
Robert Pattinson's best role.
Like expose
Lure.
him to a lighter way of not
yeah.
killing.
No, I didn't mean.
So yeah.
I mean, like you're trying to say, like, he's trying to coax him in from like that young adult like category that he's been cast in.
Yeah,
for previous
exactly.
years. He's like, I've been doing it too with Twilight, and I want you to
Mm-hmm.
come to the dark side.
But I'm curious, why do you hate Cole Sprouse so much?
I don't think he's a great actor. I think
Oh,
he's. I don't.
shit.
I think, and I forgot to shout her out on the Spider-Man one because I had the girl who plays Veronica as a potential Black Cat.
I had that too.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
thinking
She's.
about it.
I think
yeah.
she's the only person that shows actually a good actress. The rest of them are even Cheryl, who I fucking love. I think
I
she's
love
just always
Cheryl.
gonna be the bitchy girl for
Oh,
the rest
yeah.
of her career. I just think they're all good enough for what they do, but I don't think Matt Reeves. If you look at the people he's cast in those Apes movies and whatnot, great actors. I don't think he's going for.
He
Cole
watches
Sprouse.
Riverdale on the downside.
No, I don't think
On
so.
the
Look at
downside.
Rudy,
On the down low.
Woody Harrelson, Dylan's boy Jason Clark, stuff like that.
Fun fact: Dylan Sprouse has done commentary at a Smash tournament before.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
I like that.
Who you got over
Alrighty,
there,
I
Kirks?
picked someone. This list I'm looking at right now. I was looking at this one guy, but he just looks a little too like kiddish for me. I'll shout him out in the honorable mentions, but the one I'm
10-year-old.
going with is the one, the only.
Dylan Sprouse.
He's not legendary, but he does have 2 L's in his name. Logan Lerman, who is the guy from Percy Jackson. That's the only thing I can think of.
Logan Larman.
And I guess Perks of Being a Wallflower that IMDb just told me.
Yep.
I don't know. He's just got a look that looks like Robin to me, and the other guy just looks a little. He looks. Yeah, I'll explain more in my honorable mentions. But
Yeah, I respect it.
also being someone that didn't know what we were gonna choose this guy because I thought we made a group decision to take Robin out.
I
but
thought so
that's
too,
all right.
but
That's all right.
I
Roll-
googled
roll with the
Logan
punches.
Lerman. I
Which
swear
one
I
is
got-
he? Because I got the kid from 13 Reasons.
Yeah.
That came up. You got that too?
It's 3 different actors. There's 3 Logan Lermans.
he's a multiple man.
Oh no, the guy from
That's fucking
Can you point-
Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Point to the man. Okay, it's this one, Dylan.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was in the running for Spider-Man a few times. Didn't get it.
Very
Probably for the
Uh,
best.
good for him.
So I go for the.
Good for
the
him for being on my list.
yeah, big honor. I'm going for the younger Robin. I'm not going for the Chris O'Donnell, rubber lips. I need someone age appropriate, and I think especially if you look at something like Good Time, Robert Pattison. That's why I think Rob might be in this movie. He's like taking on multiple people and kind of bringing along with him. Obviously, for that movie, he's like a really awful person, so he's like tricking people. But I think that Batman's kind of an awful person too at times. So I think that it's gonna be similar. I'm picking, and this one I literally don't know because I think if putting on my Travis cap, it'll be a kid we've never heard of, we'll never know, and he'll be big because of this. But I'm just going Jaden Martell, the main guy from It, who played Bill in It.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Solid
that's
pick.
who. I just looked for a child actor. I don't want Finn Wolfhard. He's too popular. I thought about Jacob Tremblay, but I just don't think he could do the kick-ass part. So there's times where Bill has to stand up and be the leader. So, but yeah, so this is the one with the gun to my head. I'm going Jane Martell. I have no
Not a
honorable
bad pick.
mentions.
I am not going to justify mine at all. I'm just going to say it, and then
I like
Kirkland,
it.
you're going to move on. Dave Franco.
Oh, God.
Time to move on.
Go ahead.
I wasn't ready. I didn't know I was first on the list. So
How old is Dave Franco?
He's older than Robert
I think he
Pattinson.
is.
He's like 40. But he's shorter than Robert Pattinson. That's all I care about. He's shorter.
Yeah, he is older than Robert Pattison, yeah.
You could have gone for one of the brothers.
Who?
James?
What
He's going to play
brothers?
New Robin?
There's a few Franco brothers.
You gotta
So.
watch
I like
this.
that.
Wait, is
I
there?
like that.
Is there more
Other
than
than the
two?
2 that I know of?
Yeah.
Isn't there a third one?
No. You can't say there's more and then ask us.
Wait, why would I pick James if the argument was that he's too old already? Why would I pick the older brother? What are you on?
The one who could play Alfred is gonna be Robin.
Yeah. What character?
Oh, hi, Bruce.
We pick.
All right, I
hear you.
I hear
Vampire-
you.
Tom
Vampire
Frank.
Butler.
All right.
That guy looks 60.
What's his
He
name?
looks like
Tom
Fabio.
Franco.
Franco. He sounds like a porn star.
He's a rip
He's got the
He's a
Kylo
rip-off for
Adam Driver
Let me see.
locks going on.
Let me see.
And are you for sure his name? That's his brother.
I guarantee you that guy
Yeah.
is surfing as we speak.
Well, listen
All
to
right.
this. Whoa!
I just fell off my board.
I'm training for Robin right now. Hang loose, Batman.
Ay.
Is everyone ready to move on?
Yes.
All right.
No.
This one's interesting because I have a pick that I only have one actor, but I'm pretty confident no one's gonna pick him. So I'm gonna move on to Penguin,
Yes. Good one.
Fuck you.
and my pick is Andy Serkis.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I knew I was gonna steal that from some.
Can you explain to me why that?
Pick Travis.
Why is that a no-brainer? I don't get
he's
it.
just Travis, take it away.
I feel like you need a thick guy to play Penguin.
A thick guy.
Well,
You 100% need someone with a big old tummy.
fat suit CGI. Look what they did to Thor. Very easy.
Well, also
And
like
who
every
plays-
role that Andy Serkis has had has been like basically.
Well, yeah,
not
villain.
him.
And I just thought because Matt Reeves worked with him in Apes, right, playing Caesar, and he's directing this, and this is a trilogy. So I think no matter where Andy Serkis could even be Alfred. I think he's gonna be in this trilogy somewhere because obviously I know he's the main character, but I just feel like they like working together. So
Okay.
I think, but that's a perfect pick. I'm
Yeah,
so glad.
I can also just really picture him just wearing that top hat or like a monocle maybe.
Right.
Mr. Cobblepot. So yeah, I'm really happy too because I was pretty confident someone had that. I don't know.
Okay,
Fair
so
enough.
I'll go for the more sexier pick because the other one no one knows. And
A
I'll
sexy
mention-
penguin. That's
No, not like that.
Hell
Just
yeah.
like the more popular one. I'm gonna throw out. We talked about Spider-Man. Some honorable mention. I'm gonna throw out Jonah Hill. Just because he can actually be
Yeah.
a dramatic
He was
actor.
on my list.
Yeah. Oh God, what is that? War Dogs, but then also more specifically Wolf of Wall Street. He plays the disgusting guy, which is there's comedy in there, but he plays the disgusting guy who can be serious. So, but Andy Serkis is full on my first pick, and I'm pretty disappointed by that. And I'm happy it's not Josh Gad. I'll say that. So, what are you doing?
What are these guys doing over here?
Focus on the cast, you guys. You
Mm.
act like
Jesus.
professionals.
That's important, though. That affects the cast. Everyone here is affected by that.
Because
decision.
now, yeah, while I was talking, the viewers are watching you do something.
And they're wondering
Not
what
everyone
is
watches
happening.
the videos.
What?
A lot of people
Enough.
just listen.
Okay, my Penguin. I think Jonah Hill was probably my number one pick, especially with that James or that Dave Franco world.
Oh,
I'm
I
down
thought it
with
was
a more.
Tom that you went.
Yeah, fuck. I'm down with a more comedic Batman universe. I'd be totally okay with that.
Comedic Batman.
I
universe.
would. That's honestly what
They should, like, do, like,
a
a
few of my
separate-
casting options are in that realm.
They like DC EU and then just DC
From the
comedic
director of
universe.
Apes.
Yeah.
The Batman you never thought you'd see. Batman
Super down.
67.
Super down. However, Jonah Hill was snagged beneath my feet, so I'm gonna go with one of my favorite actors, someone who's got a belly for it, who can be scary, as we've
No.
seen in previous movies. I'm going with John Goodman.
Okay, thank God. I
Who do
thought
you
Jack
think?
Black was coming.
Damn, I
That would've
forgot
been a good
about
one.
it. I'm gonna actually pick now.
No, that's a good pick.
Yeah, John. I mean, we saw in I think Cloverfield is the main one where he can be like just a very terrifying guy. I don't really know anything about Penguin, so this one
He's
is
a
purely
monster.
off of the ability to be a villain.
Yeah.
Like and you know he can also get pretty aggressive. I'm thinking back to Big Lebowski, but he can also be a lighthearted guy. I don't know if Penguin ever does that, but I really like John Goodman. He's got the body for it. He's got the nice.
He's got the cojones.
He's got the cojones. He's got
Actually,
the tummy.
he lost them last year.
Cojones?
Yeah, he was surfboarding and Tom Franco just took him right off.
Just
Surfs
one-
up,
one
dude.
foul swoop.
Look out, John Goodman. Oh, bro, I was just
Emo
going and I
way.
took his manhood away.
Travis, I believe it's your pick.
Is it?
I'm kidding.
Get
That
fucked,
hurts. I'm kidding.
This is gonna be a wild one, I feel.
So, yeah, Penguin. I figured out this pretty early on who I'm going to go with. And that pick is John Bradley.
John Bradley. Cannot picture who this guy
It's
is.
a very generic name. Who is this?
He's
You
a
will
made-up
know as
actor.
soon as you see his
Do I?
picture. I won't say.
No spoilers. No
No
spoilers.
spoilers.
A lot of
Does
Can you
Google.
tell
anyone-
the fan
Do you know who
Oh,
he is?
I know
Travis?
who he is.
I need to see.
You know
He's a
when like
maester.
Google isn't auto like finishing your
Yeah.
sentence, that it's not a good sign.
You're picking Sam from Game
Picking
of Thrones
Sam.
for
I
people.
think he's played the good guy.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Dylan on that one, but
Did you see it, Kirk?
Oh yeah.
You know who that is?
Oh yeah.
Why are
think-
like okay?
Why
a
are you
lot of his
laughing
face
so
is like
hard?
centered in the middle.
Let's not attack his personal
It
features.
could have been Paul Bettany.
I think he's a beautiful guy. He got a nice
Paul
haircut.
Bettany. I think he's played the good guy, but in Game of Thrones he has those moments where he gets pissed. And I think, oh, there's Penguin.
Oh yeah, you thought that. The
That's
whole
what he
time
was
around Game of
watching.
Thrones? You fucking lied.
Aye.
You've never thought that once in your life. Oh, there's
That's exactly what I thought when they introduced that character. That guy could be Penguin.
Penguin. Okay.
Interesting.
So now it's my
Travis, I believe
pick.
it's your pick.
I'm gonna go with Poison Ivy, who, like we said,
Oh,
it's
let's
not
go.
rumored, but I want her. I think she's good. I would actually have a lot of people for this for honorable mentions, so I'll wait to that. I have one pick, again in honorable mentions, that I think is the perfect pick, but I think just the way her career is going, it's not gonna happen. So I'm gonna pick someone. Poison Ivy has to be, very caring about Mother Nature, about Earth, green echoes, but also be a little, a little sexy, a little, seductress. So I'm going the great talking about Game of Thrones, Natalie Dormer.
Motherfucker.
That's a good
Yeah.
pick.
Oh,
That's a
yeah.
really good pick.
Natalie Dormer. I screwed up the name, so maybe I shouldn't have her. But yeah,
You took both your other female pick. Those are both my Poison Ivy
Oh,
considerations. So
That's a
Oh,
great
yeah.
pick. I really
thankfully
like
I had
that.
a backup third.
she is just, when I think about the word seductress, that's right
Oh, yeah.
there. Yeah,
She's
great.
perfect.
And she's
That
also
smirk.
she's also just a great actress. You just need someone that is calm, cool, but that can Batman, sees through the charm. But for any other people, and I can see her caring. I can see her getting worked up. She's great in Game of Thrones. I actually haven't seen her much else. I saw her a few in Tudors.
She was in a really bad thriller that we're not going to talk about.
Is it one where she goes in the woods?
No, she's either deaf or blind. I can't remember. One or the
Okay.
other. And she hears and or sees some murder.
Oh,
And then-
I've heard of that. I haven't seen it.
Not worth watching.
The one I was talking about is her twin sister goes missing in a forest.
That was
Mhm.
kind of dragged on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she
It was
she
dragged
needs a
on?
career boost. She needs a career boost.
Yeah.
And I could be it, but I just think
Yeah,
of her.
I'm
It's
confused.
just her eyes, and you get some
Yeah.
plants around her. She just she'd pull off, because that's the flat out thing. I'm sorry, you can say whatever you want. Poison Ivy needs to be sexy. You need to, because that's what draws you in. It's just this goddess, but then really, and she's doing good things. She wants to help the plants, but of
Mhm.
course, she's killing people to do it.
Yeah,
So
that's a really good pick.
and I also think in this, once again, it's not rumored, but I think an Ivy movie is just perfect in the sense of how Killmonger worked. There's so much about global warming right now and everything. That villain is just perfect. Or even, it wasn't done the greatest, but things with Aquaman and how they pollute the sea and stuff like that. I think you get more into that if you were to do that one.
DC's
day.
really doubling down on nature. So
Yeah, that's something. Hey, Aquaman, $1 billion. What?
That meme.
What?
Oh boy,
Just keep talking.
What?
Don't look at me.
Dylan.
Oh my God.
Those two are the worst.
Kirkland's
over
messing
there.
with me.
Yeah.
So yeah, my first pick was Natalie Dormer. My second pick was Mackenzie Davis. So
Oh, I snagged them both.
I'm going to my third pick here, which I'm pretty happy with. Still, I should preface this by saying I have absolutely no experience with Poison Ivy.
Mhm.
I've never seen her in any adaptation whatsoever. I knew what she looked like because it's a pretty iconic character.
Yeah.
And you get some pretty wild shit if you Google that character too. So
There's a lot of fan fiction around that.
I guessed. I
and-
did a safe Google search and it was not that safe.
And her and Harley Quinn have dated before too.
I'm sure they have. Yeah.
So it's a big.
So I'm gonna go with my pick that I'd like to see date Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn.
Oh.
I'm gonna go with Alison Brie, who I think definitely has the
Oh.
look. Definitely a pretty sexy lady. I can't say I know too much about her acting
Mhm.
ability. I've only seen her in a couple things here or there, never in a leading role. But I think she's got the bod. I think she's
Mhm.
got it going on, and she's a skilled actress.
Yeah.
Chemistry with Dave Franco, possibly Tom Franco.
Oh hell yeah! I didn't even think about that.
And in one Batman movie, Robin kissed Poison Ivy with rubber lips, so they
Mhm.
can reenact that.
There you
too.
go.
And
I will say though, Natalie Dormer was my.
Oh, that's such a good
Shining
pick.
card
Yeah.
for that
I'm
this
sad I
one.
didn't think of that, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's a good thing because I would have been really
It's gone
mad
now.
if it got stolen.
Mm-hmm. That's how I feel right now. I'm a little mad at.
I want Travis to get that, honestly. I know there's no points on this, but
Mhm.
I want
I think we
want
all
it.
want that one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Taylor, is it Kate Beckinsale again?
Jesus.
She's got the seducing vibe, the sexy vibe. She would just be great as Poison Ivy.
Got the
But
mom vibe.
she's spry, so that's why
She's
she
spry.
is Catwoman. for me.
She's Pry.
She's Pry and she's Spry.
Pry, bruh. Get on my board. I'm Tom Franco.
Mother
do you act?
Nature.
Do you act? No, I just take my brother's money and surf.
Can we make this fucking Tom Franco thing a recurring?
Yeah, it's gonna be a
theme?
meme of the year.
Oh,
It's gotta
yeah.
be now.
Golden Geeks.
Next Wolverine, Tom Franco. What's up, brah? Shane. I feel bad.
I'm casting him as Silver Surfer in the future.
What if he's
for sure.
like a Galactus? Oh, bro. What if he's a really like just nice, like well-educated guy? We've seen him very surfer fucker.
God.
I like our version so much more.
Every
That's
movie.
great.
Hey, I'm a knight of Ren, bro. I'm your brother, Kylo.
Hello.
Oh, I got 3 picks for Ivy, so this is a little
Ooh.
tricky.
Well, you can
Weird
only
flex.
pick one. That's the game.
Can only pick one. I'm stuck. I think I know who I'm gonna go with, and I have my 2 others as backups.
Well, you don't need backups. It's your time to shine right now.
My
baby.
time to shine. I haven't seen this actress in like any. Thank you, Dylan. I appreciate that.
Jesus,
I appreciate it as well.
I haven't seen her in anything else, but like when I was like IMDbing actresses,
When
like
you,
from
she-
the early
when you message
2000s.
Naomi Scott, and you're like,
Message-
oh, would this make a good Ivy?
but this I think this chick definitely has potential as Poison Ivy. Her name is the
Just say
There's
it.
a lot of foreplay going on here, more than me. Jesus.
Thea Sophie Loch Ness.
Is that a made-up
That's
person?
not
Loch Ness
This
is
is a real person.
Loch
Is she
Ness.
the
She's
waters
before
with Tom
Margot.
Franco looking
She's
for
before
Loch-
Margot Robbie on IMDb.
What does that even mean?
What
What's
does
her
that
name?
even mean?
What does that even mean?
What
She's
does that
before
even-
Margot Robbie on IMDb?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Alphabetical?
Don't tell me.
I think it goes in like descending order of popular to least popular.
What does she look
I've never
like?
heard of her.
I can't see. That's why I want your phone.
Google her. Google her.
Oh, how do you spell her name? Thank you, Dylan.
Let me see. Bring her
I'll
up.
pull
here.
up some images on you.
I'm sorry. You must be a porn star or someone with that name. Her last name's Loch Ness?
Yeah.
What's
It's
she
spelled
been in?
differently.
Why would porn stars name their special star name as Loch Ness?
Because they can tame the Loch Ness.
There you go. Their thighs can lock in place on Tom
There's
Franco.
I don't have
lot.
that much of an
There's a lot.
imagination.
What has she been in, Taylor?
Let's take a look here.
Oh, God.
I did explain how I selected her.
Just on popularity.
Movies and
She
TV
was above
shows.
Mark.
She's in The Last Kingdom, One Night in Oslo, Polaroid.
You get to pick any woman in the world to play Poison Ivy, and you pick
I'm picking her.
Sophie Loch Ness.
I
You're
have
not
a
getting
good.
any points with the Facebook voters. I'll
No,
tell you that.
definitely
I have a
not.
good, kind of vibe with her, and I'm a huge fan of mythological creatures like Bigfoot and Loch Ness Monster and Ogopogo. So that name then again just spoke to me. So
For some reason, I feel like your 2 honorable mentions are definitely better than this.
Yeah,
Probably.
Kind of Kate Beckinsale.
I haven't known like half the actors that you guys have casted so far.
I
Even
can't
me?
find her anywhere. I'll have to research her. So the Loch
Andy
Ness
Serkis?
Monster is Poison Ivy. There you go.
yeah.
Kirkland.
I
What-
feel like I should save everyone with my pick.
What mythological creature do you have?
I have 0 foreplay on this. Full penetration. Rebecca Ferguson.
Okay. I
My
thought
Poison
she was-
Ivy pick.
I thought she was gonna come somewhere.
She's
Yeah.
she's just a big. She's got a big spot in my heart.
Yeah,
Honestly,
she does.
I think after like Mission Impossible Fallout, I just like totally grew to love that character. Especially, was it is she back in the next Mission
Yeah.
Impossible? Yeah.
She's
So
gonna be back
I'm
in the
super
next one.
excited for that. I threw on my superhero draft. I
hot off the presses of Men in Black.
that's right.
Yeah.
She was good in that movie.
Yeah, she was good.
Yeah.
She was a shining spot. But yeah, I have some other honorable mentions. I'll bring up afterwards. But that's my pick.
So we have left. We got me and Dylan will show who we had for Mad Hatter at the end. But we have Two-Face, Riddler, Gordon left. So Dylan,
Is it my pick? Oh yeah, because you.
yeah.
Okay, let me just go through here again. Gordon, Riddler, or
Two-Face.
Two-Face. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with. I got a few for Two-Face. So I'll
Taylor's
leave
looking
that
at
one.
your screen.
Yeah, he
He's trying to see.
Screen
I'm
peeking?
actually not.
He's
Oh,
practicing
Taylor's
for
a
school.
cheater.
He's practicing for school.
I don't really like many of my Gordon picks because it's a long story. I'm gonna go with the Riddler. I'm gonna go with the Riddler. I think this guy that I'm gonna pick, Travis might want, and that's why I'm going with it. I'm gonna pick David Tennant, who plays Kilgrave in the Jessica Jones series. So very similar kind of character, right? Just using his silver tongue to, get people to do the things that he wants them to do. Once again, I've never seen Riddler in anything, so I don't really know him all that well. But from what I know, he's a pretty slender,
Yeah.
pretty measly guy, and I think that's kind of pretty much just Kilgrave is the thing. He's very the way I picture Riddler is that he's similar to Kilgrave in many ways, and I think he was fantastic as Kilgrave. So that's kind of my pick there.
He's just a purely brain villain. He can't. If Batman punches him once, it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Taylor, the man who hates riddles, how hard was this one for you?
You know, it's hard because for me, I can't think of anyone to actually replace Jim Carrey.
Okay,
He's
and that's
just
why,
like-
luckily, when Dylan says he hasn't seen the Riddler's not actually been on screen. There's been Jim Carrey pretending to be the Riddler, but that's not the Riddler. The Riddler is very methodical plans. He's not walking around.
Actually, the Riddler was in '66, wasn't he?
He was, yeah. You've seen him a little bit, yeah.
I
My
don't remember,
first
so-
experience
He's
with
not
the
running
Riddler
around
is
saying
Jim Carrey.
joygasm.
My first experience was Jim Carrey's Riddler, so that's how I see the Riddler as. I played the Arkham games, and I was like, this isn't the real Riddler.
That is the real
Where's
Riddler.
the Jim Carrey
The
Riddler?
Riddler is like Jigsaw from Saw, like not the whole like people need to die, but he likes games. Like the games are riddles. Like he likes setting shit
But Jim
up.
Carrey does that
No,
though.
he
He
doesn't.
built a whole island to set him
Holy
up,
shit.
and
He
they were
built an island?
He
That's
did.
a hard-working man right there.
That movie stinks.
They were playing battleships, with real bombs.
That
That's
movie
real.
stinks so much. Other than Val Kilmer's Batman, that movie stinks.
I love that movie.
Stinks.
It's an
But
entertaining one.
I had to really think on this, and this is actually my pick for the one and only Christoph Waltz. I think I can't read what Travis did. He's like, and
I
then
just
he's like
thought that
mouth
you said
open, like,
Jim Carrey could only be a Riddler. So who you get someone that's comparable? Christoph Waltz.
yeah.
Okay. yeah. All right.
I think he's just got what it takes to talk in that. I think the accent really just kind of bolsters
Bolster.
the role a lot, and he's just when I see him as a guy, like he's usually got like a one shot gun kind of situation. Without the gun, he's just a one punch out man. So
What the fuck did any of that mean?
You don't like riddles, but you just gave one to him.
Yeah, seriously.
He's a one-shot man with a one punch. He's gone. Tom Franco.
Nick Cage could pull off that
I like
line.
the pick. I just don't know when you were describing like when you're talking about someone.
I feel like
similar
you
to Jim
stole
Carrey.
him from me,
I stole him from you.
Yeah,
Was he an
Well, that was the
mention?
guy that I was gonna go with, but when you picked him in the other cast, I thought we couldn't.
Yeah, but who picked him first? Just a completely unbiased question.
I picked him.
check out our-
Objectively speaking, who
I picked him at
first?
about 12:06
That's not what I
today.
asked. Objectively speaking, who picked him first?
I don't know because I don't know when you picked him.
That was an old cast. Check out our Spider-Man fan cast. Boom.
Very old.
Kirkland.
Alrighty. My first experience was also with Jim Carrey's Riddler.
Yeah, it was.
Although I did play Arkham, and I did understand that was more of a serious tone, but you know what? I kind of like the jokey Riddler.
Yeah, you do.
And following that meme pick,
Yes,
I got a good meme pick.
Give it to
I'm
me.
honestly going for a fan pick for this one. I hope the
Yeah.
fans just love this. Just
For the
ridiculous pick. Travis probably gonna pull his eyeballs out.
Jack Black?
But here it comes.
Fuck.
Prepare yourself. I'm going with the one, the only, legendary. I'll even throw that in there. Tobey Maguire
Yes!
as my Riddler pick.
Yeah,
Let me
I'm
see
super
it.
down.
I'm literally just picturing like Spider-Man 3 emo Tobey, just full on wearing the Riddler suit, just doing ridiculous, like total Jim Carrey
Yeah,
type
just
jokes.
playing the piano.
Yeah, I know it would probably degrade this serious movie that we're gonna get,
Yeah.
but I don't even care. This
I'm
is a
super down.
fantasy. This is a fantasy draft. I'm
Yeah.
allowed to do what I want, and I hope the fans appreciate that one.
I think
I
serious
wanna
Toby
see it.
would be a really good pick. If you've never seen the movie Brothers with him, Jake Gyllenhaal, and Natalie Portman, very, very good movie, and he's great in it. He plays a soldier with PTSD. He's legitimately
That was
scary.
a
in
good
that
movie. Yeah.
Yeah, watch it.
I'm going to check it out.
Yeah, some link to that back to Matt Reeves. Toby was originally casted he was about to be cast in the first Planet of the Apes in that trilogy instead of James Franco. But when he went for the meeting, he came back. Yeah, not Tom Franco. He came back with a script and it had all these changes and notes and everything like that. And they're like, yeah, we're going to go with James Franco instead. So
So did Tobey Maguire and James Franco really compete after
that's
Spider-Man
twice.
3?
Well, only once. But that was the same thing. James Franco auditioned for Peter and they gave him Harry. And then he auditioned for the role in Rise, and they were going to give it to Toby, but they're like, no, we don't want to put it with Toby. So, yeah.
Take that,
Yeah,
Toby.
and that whole scenario might come up in my honorable mentions because I don't have to take them, but I will mention that later. I'm picking somebody that kind of similar to what Kirkland did in the Spider-Man draft, someone from the X-Men universe, someone that is kind of done with his role. And he's a guy that years ago, I don't think I would have said yes, but after I saw him in a little movie called Split, I think this man can do anything, and I'm going James McAvoy. We've seen him be Xavier, we've seen him be that nice guy, but then we've seen him be almost everything in Split. I think he could be a good mastermind. I think he could have some fun playing with Batman, because even some of those roles with Split, you can see him like kind of having fun with it when he's like one of those personalities. So I don't know, there's just something about him. I can see him in a top hat. I can see him rocking that suit. I can see him with a cane. And, he can sell those Batman punches with that body acting. So, yeah, it's just something. And he's used to sitting around, so Riddler can sit and do some riddles for him. So, yeah, I don't know why. It's just something that was calling out to me. So that was James McAvoy. I'd like to see him do some more stuff. And I liked Dark Phoenix him playing kind of a more evil Charles. Just the writing was bad. But I think it's there. Even those scenes when he was, like, talking to people and whatnot and just, like, being kind of wordy about, oh, the X-Men are great now. Well, I could see him, doing some good stuff. So
he was really good in Wanted.
Yeah, and then also he's in the Warner Brothers family.
I love Wanted. Great movie.
Because he's in It Chapter 2, so you never know. So yeah, I think he'd be a solid choice.
When Jolie just kills 20 dudes all in one shot.
So realistic.
So now that would be up to Taylor. Again, I'm going to get
Mr.
screwed
Field.
over.
What do you mean I'm going to screw you over?
Not you. I said.
Insert in evil.
Why I oughta.
Cackle.
Oh,
So you got to
yeah,
pick
yeah.
between Two-Face and Gordon.
Two-Face and Commissioner Gordon.
I hope you pick the one that I want you to pick.
You know what? I think I'm feeling good about Two-Face right now. I'm going to go with Two-Face.
Okay.
And
and in your mind, are you picking that he's going to be Two-Face, or is he just going to be Harvey pretty much?
He'll be Harvey, but at the same time, I think we've seen him in movies where he can make the transition to a bad guy.
This
think
actor
we've
you're talking
seen-
about?
Yeah.
I asked you about the character, and you. No, cool.
Yeah.
So I feel like when he turns into Two-Face, I feel like he can also deliver in that sense.
Do you know who he's picking, Kirkland?
No, I'm just
Okay.
excited.
Nick Cage.
So my my character, my actor that I'm going with to play Two-Face is Elijah Wood. I think he I think he's got what it takes. I can see him, he's got the age backing him.
We'll let Jack Nicholson play the fucking Two-Face. We're just talking about age back then. Oh my god.
But I think
It's a fucking wild
Harvey
pick.
Dent is supposed to be like Obama. He's supposed to be a very charismatic guy.
and Elijah
I just
isn't.
picture Elijah Wood being like 3 feet tall. Honestly.
Why are your feet so big, Harvey?
No, I
Share the
just
face.
I was thinking about characters that can make that transition.
How did you? What's his transition for the 3 minutes he was bad in Lord of the Rings?
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
my god.
This is what happens when you Google early 2000s actors. See fucking Elijah Wood as
Out of-
Frodo Baggins.
Out of every pick you've ever made, from the Fox draft for the fantasy for the Comic-Con drafts for Spider-Man, this is the most wild. I think, in my opinion, worst one
I think
ever.
you could go like Gollum. I think this is where you could have a fucking
circus.
circus.
But
Yeah.
Elijah Wood as
I
the
think 100%.
politician,
Oh yeah, I think
Harvey
so.
Dent, who turns into Two-Face. A very.
I think he could literally go nuts.
Did you watch The Dark Knight?
The Dark
You see how
Knight?
intense Two-Face is in that movie?
Oh yeah, but I don't think we can go for like the same kind of skin as that Two-Face with a different kind of like face.
So what type of
Why is skin
what type
being
of
brought into this?
what type of Two-Face is Elijah Wood playing then?
I think he's gonna play someone that you just can't predict and put your finger on, and I think he's just he's gonna go for that charismatic and that very calm, collected politician, and then all of a sudden shit's gonna hit the fan. He's gonna go fucking crazy.
I can't picture him even with the burn.
I honestly just picture him with that hobbit hair and like just 3 feet tall.
Oh, I
That's all
can't
can-
wait to see what the fans say on this one.
Oh, yeah.
You can't swim, Sam.
Alrighty.
Jesus, Taylor.
The ring is mine.
I feel like my picks just might. I don't know. I don't
We
want
should have
to.
ended
I
on that.
don't want to degrade your pick at all, but I'm a little happier with my pick after that.
That's more wild.
I would never have predicted that.
No.
Like, Taylor was
Me
building
neither.
up to it. And I'm like, I had my eyes closed. I'm like, who is it? Who is it? Never, ever would have fucking
Never once in a million years.
Frodo Baggins of the Shire.
to be a full-time adversary of Batman. I somehow I didn't know you could top your Paul Bettany pick, but you did it in a matter of
Oh, there we go.
half an hour.
Yeah.
Wow.
Count on Taylor.
Alrighty. This guy, I only had one pick for this, so I'm really happy he's left. I'm going with the man, Leonardo DiCaprio. I just feel like obviously we've seen his cojones that he brings to just a very charismatic
Big
role, but
cojones.
also I think it would be really interesting to see him go like the Two-Face role, kind of like split personality, just getting really mean, and I don't know. I kind of want to see what like the
Hitting
prosthetic
old
would look
people.
like. Oh yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Let me see it. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that pick.
You just on that Django hype. You want to see more villain.
I
Leo, right?
he was definitely in my mind because we were watching Django, but I don't know, like I wouldn't have just thought of someone, been like, okay, let's just throw that in there, like Frodo or something. But it was just like, no, I can picture it, so I want to see it. Probably won't happen, but I'd be totally down.
It's okay. I don't think mine probably won't happen.
I can promise you on my unborn child, that's not gonna happen. That's how confident I am that Matt Reeves is not gonna pick.
Oh, that's so great.
So I'm going for somebody definitely more. I like Elijah Wood, but just a bit more the. I think he would maybe become Two-Face in this. I don't know, but I just thought about who could play that Harvey Dent. I just think politician-wise, I'm thinking of a guy that's very charismatic, very good-looking. I'm going Poe himself, Oscar Isaac from Star Wars. I think he would be a really good pick. And if you've seen Ex Machina, he can be creepy. He can be really different. He can be serious when he needs to be. Or Inside Llewyn Davis. So I think he's just an actor that has a lot of levels. And I think he needs a redo because he played Apocalypse. And man, they did him dirty because
Yeah.
I honestly forgot he was Apocalypse.
yeah, exactly. Everyone does. So I just think he'd be great, that politician of trust him. And then if that turn happens, whether he can't control it or whether he becomes mean and a bad guy, I think I would really buy it. And I think he's a villain or an actor you could build a franchise on. So, and after Star Wars, he'll be free, so he should be able to do some stuff. And I would just, that's kind of one I want to just put in the ether and see. So, because I actually want him for Batman, but that's not happening.
Good pick. I have three here that I like all three of these picks. It's kind of between two.
Fitting.
Yeah, a classic. Hey, I'm gonna go with my heart on this one. Pick Rami Malek.
Ooh.
We saw, well, I don't know if but I saw a few episodes of Mr. Robot. What's it called?
Mr. Robot, yeah.
Yeah, and in that show, he's a very, very dark character. But we've also seen that he can be just super lovable as Freddie Mercury himself. So very dynamic actor. I think he's got a very recognizable face. So if you split it in half, could be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But I think he's just super talented actor. I think he could really make the role
That's a
pretty,
good
pretty
pick.
spicy.
He's got the cojones.
Mm-hmm.
Big cojones.
Yeah. He has an Oscar now, too. He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, exactly. Just hit Batman with it.
Is that what it means? When you get an Oscar, you can do whatever you want?
It's a paperweight.
For a couple of years, yeah.
Wow.
Not breaking any laws, but when you get an Oscar, people are after you like white cake.
Oscar Isaac.
Shouts out to Django.
So who's up next?
I think it's
so
me,
it's Kirkland
actually.
kicking off our final character with Jim Gordon.
Jimothy
yes.
Gord.
Jimothy Gordon.
Great Taylor's going to end us on.
yeah.
What's
This
his
guy.
name? Sean Astin, who played Bilbo, coming up.
Go ahead. I'm listening to Kirkland. I respect you.
All right, this is directed only to Dylan because
Thank
he's
you.
the only one listening. No, I'm kidding.
Look me in the eyes.
My pick is I don't really know how to like go into a lot of detail and beat around the bush here. I had to look at
You don't
Taylor.
have to.
Your gaze was so intense there, but I'm going with John Hamm as
okay.
Jimothy Gordon. I just
On my list, actually.
I feel like he's I don't know because like in the last movies I've seen of Batman, Jim Gordon's been like significantly older than Bruce
Batman?
Wayne. Thank you very much. But since fuck's sakes,
What's happening over there?
I am drowning over here. Save me. Pattison, he's only like 33, correct?
31.
31, okay. I believe he's 33.
He's 33.
But John Hamm,
So there's a 15-year difference.
yeah, exactly. So I feel like it's a respectable age gap. And I don't know. I don't see John Hamm in enough these days, and I want to see him in a
Agreed.
lot more things. He's just a very talented guy.
Bad
He's got
times.
the gravitas of an actor, you know?
Gravitas.
You can see him with the big mustache.
Oh, yeah, and the
Large mustache.
glasses and stuff. I don't know if he's, I'm happy with that pick, so I'll stick with
I
that.
think it's a good pick.
Thank you very
He was
much.
on my list.
Ooh. Sucks to be you.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah, this one was tough because I only had one actor as well, so I don't know why I didn't pick it sooner, to be honest. It just got tough because Jim Gordon, you think that he can just be a lackluster role if you cast the wrong actor, but you look at Gary Oldman, great actor. They put a lot of work in him. So I picked somebody that I really enjoy. He's been in the DC world before. He's somebody that can be a little comedic, but he can be very serious when he needs to be. I'm picking Michael Shannon. is who I'm
Hey,
picking.
I like
That's
that
a
pick.
really good pick.
Yeah, I just
Forgot
think
about
that
him.
he can get down and dirty when he needs to be. As far as serious actor, he was a Man of Steel, which is not a good movie, but I would be happy to welcome back to the DC world. But even when we've seen him in a few things like, it's a very weird role, but like The Night Before is the Weed
Oh, I
Dealer.
love that guy.
I don't think I want to bring that comedy at all, but he can just be a lighter character. And Jim
Yeah.
Gordon's also a family man.
Yeah.
He can do that. And the biggest thing I will say, Boardwalk Empire, one of my favorite shows. He is phenomenal in that show, and he has many range of emotions. So, yeah, that's my pick for James Gordon, Michael Shannon.
Solid pick.
Thank you.
I had so I mean, as a fourth wall breaking thing here, we did our Spider-Man. It came out a few weeks ago for you guys, but we did it right before this. And
Same
one of my
clothes.
picks from that I actually had as Gordon as my main one, so I don't want to double dip. So I'm actually going to pick
Wow.
someone else.
Let's
John
do it for
Hamm
the
was on my
fans.
list, but he's gone now.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay. Where'd he go? Oh my God. It's actually someone that I had for Two-Face. It was who I was deliberating on Two-Face.
Okay.
But I'm gonna spread the love. I'm gonna
Share the load.
share the load over here
Load.
with my man Tim Roth.
Oh.
This guy
Oh.
recently has played Abomination in the MCU, which I don't like that character at all. But he's also proven to be really good in 2 Tarantino movies. I think
Mhm.
in Reservoir Dogs, he's just such a good character. He plays a cop in that movie too.
Yeah.
So, spoilers. Sorry, I totally just spoiled Reservoir Dogs if you haven't seen it. But
Out for a while.
yeah, between that, I think he's more of like a kind of whimsical, goofy character in Hateful Eight. But I think he's a really good actor, and
Mhm.
I think he could play the role of Gordon. He could really, you could have a lot of sympathy with him. He's a good guy, but I think he could have the darker edge if you need it.
I like that pick. I
Yeah.
think that's your best pick.
Ooh.
That's
my
not a shot
best
against
pick?
the other ones,
Shouts
but I
fi-
think so. I
shots
didn't even think
fired.
about that, but when you said, I'm like, I could just see him with that trench coat, see him with the mustache,
Yeah.
Hateful Eight mustache.
Mhm.
So I've liked all these
Oswaldo
picks.
Mobley.
I've liked all these picks so far, of course, including myself. So Taylor is going to be the one to take us home.
I was thinking about Frodo. I'm sorry.
Let-
I cracked into the mic.
Let's hit a home run here, Taylor. I think so far we had 3 great choices for James
3 great
Gordon. None of
choices?
them I've been like, I don't know.
Oh, now I'm debating if I should change my Jim Gordon pick.
You do whatever you do.
He's
I'm
nervous.
just saying.
Follow your heart.
my
Just give me Nick Cage.
Yeah.
I want to see it.
So my pick, I just thought it just was so clear to me when I was thinking about this actor for this role. I just thought, I can't literally choose anyone else, even though I do have a couple honorable mentions, a lot more for this draft than I did for the Spider-Man one. But I just think that this actor overall is just perfect. He's done lots of movies where he's playing kind of like that cop kind of role. He's good with a gun, and I just think that he just
Django.
no. I just think he's just perfect. So I'm going to go with, I'm going to get some flack here. I'm going to go with the one and only Liam Neeson.
I knew you were gonna say it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think, I could easily see him as a Jim Gordon. He can, when he just, squats down to young Bruce and just is like smiling and like, it's going to be okay, son, and stuff like that.
That's so bad. So you think the guy who was in 2 out of the 3 Nolan Batman movies is going to come back and be James Gordon now?
I think that they should do it.
Okay.
But it's
with
my
his-
fantasy. So.
Fair enough.
That is
even
right.
with, even with his
Fantasy.
recent controversy.
What's his recent controversy? Go into this. Go into.
I don't think it's something to go into on cast.
It's a thing he said. He was in a movie. It was dealing about revenge, and they asked him in an interview about.
Oh, this wasn't recently. This is like months ago.
It was at
Not that
least
long.
like, it was months
Months
ago.
ago.
It's this year though.
It was within
I
the
feel
year,
like it
yeah,
was
but-
overblown.
He said that he was going around because he was so angry at one point looking for black men to beat up and kill. And I think that most mainstream audience or most mainstream franchises are not going to touch this guy anymore. I think
Fair enough.
Men in Black was filmed before all that. And I just think Liam Neeson needs to take a little break. But you know what? Jim Gordon.
It happens. Like everyone has like a James Gunn kind of period or something.
Okay, I was gonna
Not
say, it happens.
everyone
No,
does.
I've never had
Not
that.
everyone.
I've never had that. I'm going to go on record.
Elijah Wood never.
Yeah. So no, I don't think, and I think there's a lot of difference from bad joke tweets to what Liam Neeson was doing. But you know what? There's your Jim Gordon.
There he
Yes,
is.
there he is.
Kirkland, you want to read off the list of characters you have for everybody, and then while you're doing
Yeah,
that,
sure.
give us your honorable mentions.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, and before you do that, who did you have for Mad Hatter Dome?
oh, yes,
Peter
please.
Dinklage.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that.
Is Matt Hatter
Is that
a
character
short guy?
actually shorter? Like, is a
No.
shorter guy?
He actually has.
I looked
been.
at photos and
Yeah,
he
yeah.
seemed like it.
But they've never like classified him as like suffering from dwarfism or anything. They just
Okay.
make him small.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just a guy that gets obsessed with a girl at work because her name's Alice. But the really cool thing is these cards they has, and it's
because her name is Alice.
what? Yeah. And he's all in a Mad Hatter, so it's like fate. Like he thinks it's fate because he's into the Mad Hatter, like Alice in Wonderland lore. There's a pretty
Oh.
blonde girl that works with him named Alice. He gets
Oh.
really obsessed when she won't date
Right.
him. But he has this cool thing called Jervis Tech. These cards he can put on people and he mind controls them and they can do whatever he wants. So he's like a little guy, but he's pretty powerful. I had 3. So I had Stanley Tucci, which would have been my big pick. I'm not sure if you know.
Yeah.
Hunger Games. I had Steve Buscemi. This is where I had him here. And then I had Christopher Walken because I think he could just be
Yeah.
lots of fun and talking
That is
about
fun.
Batman. But those are the ones we had. Kirkland, what was your roster? And then give us your honorable mentions. So
Alrighty, I'm
write
gonna
them down.
start at Alfred. My pick was Liam Cunningham, the Onion
I'm
Knight,
just gonna put Davos.
and then Davos, and then my honorable mention was John Cleese.
Mm.
It'd be a little
Okay.
bit more comedic tone than
Yeah.
the
I
other
like
ones, but I
I'd be
could
down.
picture it. Yeah. Jim Gordon. My pick was John Hamm. My backup was Bryan Cranston.
Okay.
The classic.
Just the
yeah.
glasses.
He's
yeah,
shown up a few times.
He's
And then-
voiced him in an animated movie before as well.
Oh, I
really?
didn't know
Yeah,
that. That's
yeah.
cool. Perfect fit then.
Mhm.
There you go.
Riddler went with my boy Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
That is a wild. Pick. I can't wait to see what people say.
But that's not the most wild pick on this cast.
Somehow no.
Which I didn't think it was gonna happen.
Imagine
but
we
thank
could
you, Taylor.
combine them and there'd be a Riddler with
A
Toby
team
and a
up?
Two-Face with Elijah Wood.
Directed
Oh,
by Tom Franco.
boy. Directed by. Wow, he's moving up in the world.
Directed.
Sorry, Matt Reeves, director of the
Yeah.
Planet of the Apes trilogy.
Get the fuck
Oh,
out.
yeah, we got Tom Franco.
Saw,
That's
dude.
hilarious. My backup to the Riddler, if I didn't get my Toby pick, was Jeff Goldblum.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you at any point actually worried you wouldn't get?
Not
Toby?
at all.
Yeah.
It was honestly like a last minute thing. Like, should I go with Toby? Oh yeah, let's
Yeah.
do it.
love
My
Toby.
Catwoman pick was Olga Kurylenko. My honorable mentions was one Rebecca Ferguson, who I ended up choosing
Mhm.
for Ivy,
I had that too.
and
yeah.
then the other one was Ruby Rose. I know she's
Oh, yeah.
like
she's Batwoman.
she's
right now.
Batwoman. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to pick her. So
Risky.
What
for
was
sure.
that? What
And
was-
she's getting a lot of flack apparently.
apparently,
Lots of
She's
flack.
not getting. It's fake flack.
Oh, I saw it from Taylor Field. So
Because people think she's not gay enough to play Batwoman because she's
Really? That's it?
bisexual. Yeah.
I don't mind like
That's
the
fucked
character.
up.
I just felt a little uncomfortable that it was just really hating on men. It made me feel really bummed out.
That's a you problem. You
feel
you have a
bummed out.
problem with superhero female leads.
No,
They
I
make-
don't.
They make you feel worried.
No, I don't. I love Pepper
Ooh.
Potts.
She's not.
I
superhero
love
female lead.
Valkyrie.
She's a side
I think we should move
character.
on from this topic. Actually.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel,
then,
that girl from Assassin's
Koikland,
Creed.
Patsa.
Thank you. My penguin pick was Andy Serkis. My backup was Dan Folger or Folger. I don't know how you. Is it Folgler?
Fogler, yeah.
I definitely read it wrong and wrote it down wrong.
You made the right choice.
My Two-Face pick, Leo. No backups, so I'm glad I got him. And then my Ivy picks. This one's a fun one. I chose Rebecca Ferguson. My backup, one of the backups was Vanessa Kirby. Had her in my Spider-Man pick. Cheap plug.
Spoilers.
My other one was Olga Kurylenko, who I ended up choosing for Catwoman. There's a lot of crossovers.
Mm.
And my last one, this is kind of a fun one. I definitely wasn't gonna pick her, but for some reason when I just thought of Ivy, it just came to mind. Travis, this one's for you. Becky Lynch.
Becky
the man.
Lynch. Oh, wow.
I saw that hair, and for some reason I was just like, man, she could totally be an Ivy. I don't know like the acting wise, but
She's been in some movies. She's been in a
Really?
few WWE movies. The Marine. Oh, yeah.
oh damn, I should check
Yeah.
those out. But yeah,
You don't have to.
she just crossed my mind, so I had to throw her on there.
Becky Lynch. Great wrestler. Taylor.
Shout out.
One of the best. I should wear my shirt.
No, I'm gonna leave Taylor last because all his honorable mentions. Okay. yeah. I'll go right now. Let's see. So for Batman, for Alfred, I had Mads Mikkelsen. Two other people had Pierce Brosnan, the former James Bond. You
Yes.
know, and then Richard E. Grant. I'm not sure if you guys see him anything else. Robin, I had Jade Martell. No backups there.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to mention my other Robin pick because I forgot I didn't even have him on there. The guy that I was gonna choose isn't actually on here, so go on, Travis. I'm sorry for cutting you off.
Wow.
Oh no, I got him. Thanks for
Travis
stalling.
is not happy with
Asa
this.
Butterfield. Is that how you say
Asa
his name?
Butterfield.
Is that how you say his name? ASA.
I don't know. You're sure ass button into me.
Oh, that's
Uh,
good.
He's also in the Smash thing a little bit, actually.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I thought he was a little too childlike.
He's gonna be a
Could be
DLC
Robin.
character soon. So for the Riddler, I did have Rami Malek as a backup. I had Nicholas Hoult. That's what I was referring to with the Franco
Yeah.
Toby. Also, if you look at Tom Hiddleston and Chris Hemsworth, Hiddleston auditioned for Thor. I think there's a good chance Nicholas Hoult, who was second choice to play Batman, could end up being one of these villains, because maybe he'll just say fuck it, I wasn't Batman. So but sometimes they like to do that. I could see that. And then Domhnall Gleeson, who plays Hux in Star Wars. He's a great actor. Hux is not a great. You've not watched About Time, watch that. And you
He was
come
in
back-
some
Ex
other
Machina.
movie. He was also in.
Ex Machina. Yeah,
He's
you're
so
watching
good
these
in it.
shit movies. You
Yeah,
gotta-
he was also in Ready Player One and was a shitty villain in that as well.
He was in Ready Player One.
Maybe
Was
I'm thinking
he?
of the wrong guy.
Yeah, that's
He was
him.
not.
I'm thinking of another bad Star Wars villain. They're all bad to me.
Yeah, you gotta watch Ex Machina, About Time. Those
Ex
are two
Machina,
great
yeah.
movies. He's a great actor.
About
He's just-
Time's really good too.
You know what? Hux is good too. I had Sophia Patella.
Wait, wasn't he in Black Mirror as well?
Yeah, he's in that
Oh, he
episode
was
with
good in
Peggy
that
Carter.
episode.
Yeah, he's a solid
No, I'm
actor.
actually hating on another guy, not that guy.
Good.
Fuck that other guy.
So-
The villain of Rogue One is who I'm thinking of. Fuck that guy.
Oh, that's Oh,
Don't even remember that.
shit.
Darth
He
Vader?
doesn't deserve to. I'm just kidding. It's not his
Darth
fault.
Vader.
Dearth.
Come on, Travis, you got this for the fans.
Mondis is his last name. Mundus or it starts with an M.
Mundungus.
It's like Steve Mondis or something.
Oh no, I can't pull it. He's
his
in
last name
Captain
is like
Marvel.
Mondol or something, right?
Oh no.
Oh, fuck.
His last name.
What is it? It's not Mondo.
No, it's like that though. I'm saying. I didn't say it is that.
No, I can't remember it for the life of me. This is
You can phone a friend.
Gregory
Taylor's
Mondo.
googling
this
it.
is so annoying. I
Flosh
need to look it up.
Mondi.
Taylor, look it up for me while
I
I'm
would, but
saying
your
it.
Wi-Fi is not
Oh,
performing right
shots
now.
fired.
It's been
He-
stuck on this.
He
loading
almost
thing.
said shit, but then he stopped not performing. Very safe pick. Unlike your fucking Elijah.
He
pick.
knows he's on
man.
thin ice after that Elijah.
Yeah.
Oh man. Anyway, so for Catwoman,
His name is Steve Mondo. I swear.
Ben Mendelsohn. Damn
Told
it.
you.
It was
Told you.
Mondo.
You guys should have said the
Mondo.
guy from Rogue One.
Mendel
We
Mondo.
did. Where the fuck were you?
I
was
said the
trying
villain
to-
of Rogue
I thought you
One.
said the villain
And
of
you- Why do you think
Ready Player One.
Well,
He
but
is
you-
also that.
But Dylan, he's
I gave you 2 chances, Taylor.
Dylan. I could say he's not a shit actor for you. You know why? Because he
Oh,
played.
I'm not. I don't think he actually is. But
Okay.
from my small worldview, he's an awful.
He
actor.
played Talos in Captain Marvel, who is a great character.
Talos.
The Skrull, the main Skrull, is very comedic,
yeah.
funny. Yeah, he's,
Move on.
He's
What is the
memeing
rest of your
right
list?
now. Catwoman, I had Mackenzie Davis. For honorable mentions, I had Sophia Patella. She's from Kingsman. She played the Mummy recently. She was in Atomic Blonde. She's a great actress. I had Rebecca Ferguson there and Natalie Dormer there as well. Penguin, Andy Serkis. But Jonah Hill was my actual pick. And then I can't remember his name, but the guy's from True Detective. He played the villain in season 1. He's a great actor. I just didn't look it up because I didn't have to really worry about it. Two-Face, Oscar Isaac was my pick. I had John Hamm, and I had Luke Evans as honorable mentions. And then for Poison Ivy, I had that girl from You again, Elizabeth Lell. And then I had Lady Gaga, who I actually think is the
No, that's a
prime
good pick.
But I think because Star is Born, she's going to be too big for that. But I'm happy with Natalie Dormer as my main pick. So,
Nice.
Dylan, who do you got?
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Wait for my phone to load up. Yeah. Okay.
Got
Alfred.
Wi-Fi.
Sam Elliott.
My Wi-Fi was fine.
No one. I don't need Wi-Fi to look up my notes. Are you crazy? Actually, this does connect to the internet. Anyway, Alfred, Sam Elliott. I had no backups there. That was a one or done. Robin, I went
One
with Dave
last
Franco. My backup was Ansel Elgort, who played is the main guy, Baby Driver.
Yeah.
A little bit younger, but I was thinking last minute, like maybe he's taller than Robert Pattison. I think that's a problem. Whereas Dave Franco is like 3 feet
You
tall.
could just give him stilts in the bat suit.
The game of stilts. What'd you say?
I said they could give him some stilts in the
Okay.
bat suit. Sorry.
I was like, what is this game of stilts?
Pronunciate.
For Gordon, I did Tim Roth.
Correct.
I was thinking of Jesse Plemons again.
Oh, yeah.
But I didn't want to double dip because I picked him as another character. Go watch our Spidey fan cast. For the Riddler, I had David Tennant. My backup here, I think you guys are going to like this one. Conan O'Brien.
Hey.
Yeah, what do you think of that? It's kind of fun, right?
Yeah,
Conan
it's
is my
kinda fun.
favorite talk show host of all time, but I
He's
think you
good.
made the better pick.
He's good. For Catwoman, I went with Anna Kendrick. My backups were Alicia Vikander.
Oh, yes.
Elodie Young, who played Elektra, actually, in the Daredevil TV show. And then Anna de Armas, who was the...
Fuck, I forgot about her. That's a
Yeah,
good pick
she's
too.
in Blade Runner. She's like the... I don't know.
The projection.
The projection
app.
girlfriend
Yeah.
thing. The reason I didn't pick her is that's the only thing I've seen her in. It's a pretty simple role. So I don't know.
There's a great.
I'm a big fan of hers. I want to see more of her.
You
'cause
should see Knock Knock.
she's like
with
my
Keanu
number one
Reeves.
celebrity crush at the moment, I would say.
Oh.
What's that?
You should see Knock Knock with Keanu Reeves. One of the best, worst movies ever.
I'll check
so
it out.
good. Free pizza.
Poison Ivy. I wanted to pick Natalie Dormer, but Travis stole it from me, so I went with Alison Brie. For Penguin, I wanted to go with Jonah Hill. Travis stole it from me, so I went with John Goodman. My other backup was Patton Oswalt. He has the look. He's done a villain before in the MCU. Yep. And
He's
then
done a villain in the MCU?
wasn't he in like Captain America? Wasn't he like the robot guy? Or I could be wrong.
Nope.
I thought he was.
Nope.
Well, just kidding. And for Two-Face, I went with Rami Malek. My backups here were Tim Roth, actually, but then I moved him over. And then Tom Pelphrey, who plays fucking Ward in Iron Fist, the TV show.
Oh, yeah. That would be
I love him.
great.
I want to see him in more stuff, and I think he actually could have been a great
That'd be
Two-Face. And
fantastic.
I'm still down for it. Give it to me. But I went with Rami Malek because it's a little more glamorous, I think.
Yeah. Oscar winner.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor
it to me.
Field, take us home, and then when you're done with this, give us your links, Mr. Elijah Wood.
Links. Okay. So for Alfred, I went with Hugh Laurie. My runner-up though was Ian McKellen.
Awkward pause.
A little old, but okay.
Yeah, I thought I would get flack for that.
You thought you'd get flack for that, but you still went with fucking Elijah Wood.
He's shameless.
Catwoman, Kate Beckinsale. Just I can't see anyone else being Catwoman than her. She's just honestly like she can lead a whole fucking franchise of films. She's just fantastic.
Catwoman series.
Yeah, 100%. Riddler, I went with Christoph Waltz, and my backup, I went with Carl Urban.
Who the hell is
Okay.
that?
You don't
He
know?
plays the
I don't know.
Executioner in Thor Ragnarok. He's from
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Who does he
What's
play in
his
Lord of the
fucking name?
Rings?
Lord of the Rings.
Isn't it like it starts with
He's Erwin's
E.
brother.
Starts with an E or something.
Oh,
like
I
that.
know who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
Oh,
He
yeah.
played Judge Dredd.
He's in like one of the Riders of Rohan. Yeah.
He played Judge Dredd.
He was Judge Dredd. Yeah,
Judgment Time.
I think I was thinking of a different character.
underrated movie. I gotta watch that. Robin, I went with Cole Sprouse.
This is a fucking wild movie.
I don't want to see it. Actually, I want to see it more than anyone else's.
They do the Batman 67. Yeah,
I wanna see
that.
Frodo. Just dressed as Frodo too. Fucking
Oh, that's
cave
all I
and the-
picture. He's like on a box addressing everyone.
No, he's on an eagle. I'll save you, Gotham.
on Samwise's back.
On Tom Franco's surfboard.
I'll carry
on
you.
Tom Franco, bruh. Penguin, I have John Bradley.
I don't know who that is, and you told me 20 minutes ago.
Right, you need to
Dude, I totally
be
forgot
specific
too.
when you get to Ivy again.
He is
I'm
from
fucking
Game of
clueless.
Thrones. He plays.
Oh,
Samuel
Sam.
Tarly.
Yeah.
Did you have any backups?
No, not for him.
Tarly.
For Jim Gordon, I got the Liam Neeson.
A known racist, apparently. I didn't know this. Until
He's not a
Actually,
known
he's
racist. Don't
not.
take that out of. Don't give me that shit.
That's pretty bad.
No.
Go read the full quote.
He's no gun.
I feel like you don't know the whole story.
No, I really don't.
I know the full story.
Okay.
Yeah,
Travis was
Travis
there.
was there.
Travis interviewed
He
him.
I
was
was trying to
assaulted.
calm down. He just hit me with a baseball bat. I want to play Jim Gordon.
For Poison Ivy, I went with Thea Sophie Loch Ness.
A Loch Ness
This
monster.
is not a real person. This is not. I don't think it is.
It's
I
his
didn't
me.
find her
This is
IMDb
me
or
on
anything,
Nintendo.
like-
My backups were Daisy Ridley,
Okay.
Felicity Jones,
Okay.
and Chloe Moretz Grace.
Mm.
I don't like any of these picks.
I wouldn't ship that.
I
but-
love Felicity Jones, not only because she's in my favorite Star Wars movie of all time, but
Save it, by the way.
a movie that
Oh, it's
I
not
shit
solo.
on
Never
10
mind,
minutes
never
ago.
mind.
Just
What's that shirt
coincidentally.
from? What's that shirt from?
Rogue One.
Oh.
Rogue 2.
So they want to call it Solo 2. That's weird.
bruh.
Taylor, you're really riding up my chair there with your foot. Looking like Tyler
Interesting.
Briggs.
Rio Sophia
Definitely.
Loch Ness.
Chloe Moretz Grace too. I think she's just
Mortez. Your name's Mortez.
Moretz. I
It's
call her
not
Moretz.
Mortez.
It's
Who
not
is it?
Mortez. But yeah, Chloe Moretz Grace. I think she's awesome. She does a lot of like those serious kind of roles too, which I enjoy.
Have you seen Greta?
Greta?
Yeah.
Greta.
You should watch it. Just came out this year. Really good.
It came out this year. I'll have to check it
Greta.
out. And then my Two-Face pick is the one and only legendary, irreplaceable Elijah Wood.
He has a perfect casting.
Yeah, I think
That's a wild list, man.
I honestly think he could just carry it, as Two-Face.
Carry the movie.
I want to
Fuck you,
make
Pattison.
Travis is grabbing the mic.
Like, look at your Batman movie. Two-Face, Elijah Wood, Catwoman, Kate Beckinsale, Robin, Cole Sprouse, Jim Gordon, Liam Neeson, and then Ivy, Sophia Loch Ness.
And this is not with Matt Reeves directing. You have to remember that. This is Tom
You
Frank.
can't do
Fucking
it's not getting Tom Franco's Batman.
Oh man.
Taylor, did you not have anyone else for Two-Face? No one?
No, I saw Elijah Wood. I'm like, I got him. This is it.
I got him.
Kirkland's gonna take it from me. I have to grab it quick.
That's why I went on that
Hot
round. I'm
commodity.
like, I'm going with Two-Face next. Someone could take Elijah
I
Wood.
forgot that you started that round
Someone
too. Like you
could
thought
take
someone was
Elijah
gonna
Wood.
take
Someone could take Elijah Wood. I cannot wait to throw these up on the Facebook. It's gonna be months from now, but I'm gonna make the graphics.
Oh man.
Taylor, where can they find us? All the other fantasy drafts, everything that's going on.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, with your internet connection or your data, because we're data worthy, we can save your money, use your internet. You can find us on your Facebook in the search bar, Geekverse Space Podcast. You're going to find tons of links to awesome other stuff, including all of like this draft and tons of the other drafts. That Nintendo Fun draft. We got the Spider-Man draft. We
Yep.
got the superhero draft we do. There's drafts for everything. That's a great time.
We do it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very.
Oh,
fuck.
Jesus. It's that time of
Thank
day.
you very much. All the links are down below in the description for your podcasts and audio feeds, video. If you like what we did, please subscribe and get all the Skeet goodness that drops all the time, whether it's on YouTube or the audio features. Thank you very much for tuning in. It won't be boring when you hear from us next time.
Fuck Batman.
Of you saying-
Toodaloo.
Share the Lord.